The woman who defeated a general. The battlefield was silent. Moments earlier, thousands of Canaanite soldiers had marched with confidence under the command of their feared general, Sisera. But everything had changed. Under the leadership of Deborah, God's prophetess, and Barak, the army of Israel had won a miraculous victory. Sisera's mighty chariots had failed, his soldiers had scattered, and now the once powerful commander was running for his life. Alone, exhausted, and desperate, Sisera fled across the rugged hills until he came upon the tent of Jael, the wife of Heber the Kenite. Believing he had found a place of safety, he called out for help. Jael stepped forward with calmness and kindness. She welcomed the weary commander into her tent and invited him to rest. Instead of giving him water, she brought him milk, comforting him after his long escape. She carefully covered him with a blanket as he drifted into a deep sleep, completely unaware of what would happen next. But this was no ordinary encounter. God had already declared through Deborah that Sisera would not fall by the hand of a mighty warrior. Instead, the honor of defeating Israel's greatest enemy would belong to a woman. As Sisera lay fast asleep, Jael quietly reached for a tent peg and a hammer. The Bible records in Judges 4:21 KJV. Then Jael, Heber's wife, took a nail of the tent, and took an hammer in her hand, and went softly unto him, and smote the nail into his temples, and fastened it into the ground. For he was fast asleep and weary, so he died. With one courageous act, the feared general who had terrorized Israel for years was defeated, not by an army, but by an ordinary woman who trusted God's purpose. Soon afterward, Barak arrived in pursuit of Sisera. Jael met him outside the tent and said, "Come, and I will shew thee the man whom thou seekest." Inside, Barak found Sisera defeated, exactly as God had foretold through Deborah. The Bible concludes, "So God subdued on that day Jabin the king of Canaan before the children of Israel. And the hand of the children of Israel prospered, and prevailed against Jabin king of Canaan, until they had destroyed Jabin king of Canaan." Judges 4:23-24. Deborah later celebrated Jael's courage with these words, "Blessed above women shall Jael the wife of Heber the Kenite be." Judges 5:24 KJV. Jael's story reminds us that God often chooses unexpected people to accomplish extraordinary purposes. Courage, faith, and obedience can change the course of history, proving that true strength comes not from power or position, but from trusting in God's plan. If you enjoyed this forgotten Bible story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more living Bible stories.